Got my hat on, got my N7 armor on. Let's talk about gaming news, motherfucker.
Mad Mikey Gaming.
G'day all you mad gamers out there, I'm Mad Mikey and I come from the land down under. And in today's gaming news reactions, opinions, show where we talk about the gaming news around the world. And you know, I have an opinion and reaction about the whole thing. But if you're looking for something like this, oh my god, legit that is awesome, man. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Probably not the channel for you. Now we're gonna have two bits of information and gaming news that I want to talk about today, and it's a little bit of a follow-up from the last video that I did on the gaming news, and then we're going to talk a bit about, you know, Monster Hunter. What else is there to talk about in the gaming world today? So, as it was reported the other week, Microsoft has come out and they've said that all of their Xbox exclusives are going to be available day one on the Xbox Game Pass. And what that means is, like, it's, you know, Xbox's Netflix system. You pay $10.95 a month, you get a steady stream of games for free, you get backwards compatible games, you get current games, you get, you know, how Netflix was when it starts off. But now it actually seems like Microsoft is evolving to be more like Netflix. It was reported that you're going to get exclusive games day one on the Game Pass, which was awesome. If you watched the video, you would have seen them. I had a few trepidations, a few concerns about it, like how long are they going to put them on there for? Is it going to be a week? Is it going to be a month? Those sorts of things. I only said a month. But they have come out over the weekend and stated that Xbox One exclusive games are going to be continually on there forever, kind of like Netflix. So, you know, there's a Netflix series that is made and distributed by Netflix, stays on there forever. Larry Herb, sort of Xbox Live's Major Nelson, sort of came out on Twitter to address this whole thing. He said, in other words, the Xbox One exclusives will be a permanent part of the Game Pass moving forward. Oh my god. This is like really interesting. Really interesting, because exclusive games just don't grow on trees, you know, with Xbox and everything like that. This is really crazy. Like, I mean, for a collector like me who wants to buy these games and wants to buy the collector's editions of these games, to have the option now of just, you know, just paying this $10.95 a month and getting this, all the Xbox games, games like Sea of Thieves and everything. Still, my main concern is going to be moving forward a lot of sort of like the live elements, or whatever they want to call it, gaming as a service, those sorts of things. These games are probably going to have options there to pay for sort of add-ons and maps and everything like that. And then the problem is, if you ever cancel that pass, then you don't have access to the full game and you've paid all that money, and oh, it's crazy. But I mean, this is really good news. They must be really pushing forward on this. And if you don't subscribe to it by now, I don't think that you actually need the Xbox Live service for that whole thing, their online component. But obviously a lot of their games do have online components to them, such as like Sea of Thieves that's coming out, where you need to be online to play, and therefore you need to play for Xbox Live Gold for that sort of situation. But this has not been without a sort of ripple butterfly effect or anything like that. UK retailer, well, independent retailers are rumored to be boycotting the whole Xbox just system. GameIndustry.biz reports that independent stores will go as far as refusing stock from Xbox games and hardwares. The point of contention for many, according to the report, is that the subscription service can offer new titles at release alongside a growing library of games. The potential to repeat business from customers is going to dramatically drop. Essentially, it's made our Xbox business worthless overnight, one UK retailer told the outlet. You've got a whole section, the whole section sat there, and why people would buy a $12 to $15 secondhand game when they can just pay a tenner and get a massive catalogue of titles to keep them going. That didn't make a friggin' lick of sense of me, but I'm going to make sure that that was up so that you can read it, because, yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe that's UK, but I do understand where retailers are coming with this whole thing, but to boycott an actual system and games, I mean, they're going to miss out on those people that don't pay for it, aren't they? There are still going to be, obviously, games that you can't get on the Xbox Game Pass, so this is just really weird. But we move on to the big rumors of the day, and it is that Microsoft is going shopping, people. A rumor currently doing the round suggests that Microsoft has considered acquiring EA, Valve, and PubG Corp. It's a bit of a stretch of the imagination, but if anyone can afford it, Microsoft/Xbox can. According to Polygon, a reliable source close to Microsoft told the news, with reports of internal shifts at Microsoft creating necessary situation for an acquisition. Super data research analyst Joost van Drenen further told Polygon that he expects more news about the acquisition soon. Because of where we are in the life cycle of these things, I'm expecting to hear Microsoft announce something very, very shortly. I mean, they obviously bought Microsoft. Yeah, just... This is crazy to think. I mean, they bought Minecraft for $2.5 billion from Mojang back in 2014. And the biggest complaint for Xbox at the moment is its first-party titles. I don't know what they're doing with these companies that they've actually already got under their umbrella, but they sort of pissed off a lot of people by bringing Tomb Raider over exclusively for a year. There's a lot of games that are being sort of exclusive for timed amount of time, you know? Yeah, timed amount of time. Good one, Mikey. It makes a lot of sense, but to buy EA, that seems like a bit of a stretch and doesn't give this rumor much of an actual sort of, you know, grip on reality. They'd have to spend a shitload to get EA. That's it. And Valve, are you friggin' nuts? I mean, whilst it makes sense, because obviously Microsoft is big in the PC world, I don't think Valve is going to be up for sale. But then again, who thought that Minecraft and Mojang would be up for sale? Time is going to tell on this whole thing, but I just think that it is absolutely nuts. That I mean, PubG is obviously the most legitimate one of there, because it's PC exclusive, it's Xbox exclusive at the moment. There are obviously reports that it's going to be coming out to PlayStation 4 in the very near future. But for EA and Valve, oh, that's a bit of a stretch, guys. But it would be crazy to think that Xbox would pick up the whole portfolio of EA games. Maybe not many sort of great companies would get shut down in that. That'd be a good thing. And in the last bit of news today, we're just going to do a bit of quick news on the whole Monster Hunter experience over the last sort of 3-4 days. It's probably coming up on 4 or 5 days. But Monster Hunter World at the moment has shipped 5 million copies in 3 days. That is nuts, but it shows the power of the longevity of this game and the fact that it's coming out to a new audience with your PlayStation 4 and on your Xbox One. It's really amazing that this has come from sort of like being a handheld where it was obviously a bit of a cult following on there, but now it's just blowing up on the console world. It's really good because this is such a great game. It's bringing a lot of people together to play these games. I myself bought it, but I haven't much time to play it over the weekend because I was doing weekend things. Also, they've just announced that Monster Hunter is going to get some Street Fighter costumes from Ryu and Sakura. This just Capcom, you know, cross-pollinating everything. Obviously, if you got it on PlayStation 4, you got an Aloy, you know, exclusive skin and whatnot. So this is obviously where they're going to make a few of their microtransactions. But I think, no, I take it back. They've said that a lot of this stuff is all going to be free, so that's pretty good. It's going to be good to keep people playing this game because this one's going to go for a long time, boys and girls. And they're obviously the monster in the room, guys. There've been a lot of matchmaking issues over on the Xbox One over the weekend. I don't know how this still happens in this day and age. These games come out, these multiplayer sort of focused games, and they can't get these servers right. I know I dig a lot of PlayStation for their outages and whatnot, but Microsoft is always just as guilty with this whole thing. So they are obviously trying to get it as they fixed, as they announced over on Twitter. Guys, just hold in there. You'll be able to get on the grand hunt sooner than later. But guys, that's it for today's gaming news, reactions and opinions. If you stayed here till the end, don't forget, give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're not a subscriber just yet. And to you other subscribers out there, thank you very much, guys. But that's it for today's gaming. As I said, enjoy the games that you are playing, and I will see you later on tonight for a stream, and I will see you when there's, news and opinions to talk about. Bye, guys.